Welcome back to Animal Crossing New Horizons. I hope you're all having a wonderful day. It's about to be June, which means we're entering the most lucrative time to fish the entire year for Northern Hemisphere islands. We've got 14 new fish that are becoming available, 5 of which are sharks, which is super exciting that we're finally getting sharks on the Northern Hemisphere islands. And it is 100% the most lucrative time to fish the entire year. You can make a ton of money between June and September fishing, and we're going to be going over all of the new fish, where to catch them, when to catch them, and some tips to help you catch fish more effectively. Now, I do hope you all enjoyed today's episode. Make sure to slap that like button if you do, and let's go ahead and get into what you're going to be fishing for. Now, it might be very exciting to have sharks on Northern Hemisphere islands finally, but let me introduce you to the new bane of your existence, the suckerfish. The suckerfish is classified as a shark. Its silhouette looks like every other shark you can catch in the game, but this is essentially the new sea bass of the shark world, and it's going to drive you absolutely insane, because you're going to catch these nonstop, trying to catch all the other sharks in the game, and your inventory is going to be chock full of them. And if you're sick of having your inventory a mess and full of things you don't want, and you're sick of your wallet and pocket being full of garbage in real life, let me introduce you to today's sponsor, the Ridge Wallet. The Ridge Wallet is unlike any other. It's light and sleek, and it's made with RFID blocking technology that protects you from digital pickpocketers. And the best part is, it doesn't bulge in your pocket like old wallets from the 90s. People are still carrying around old receipts, gift cards, and hotel keys in an absolute mess. But with the Ridge Wallet, you can hold up to 12 cards, plus room for cash, and there's over 30 colors and styles to choose from. I've been using it for a couple weeks now, and I really love it. And if you don't believe me, you can listen to the 30,000 5-star reviews. It's made of durable materials and comes with a lifetime warranty, and the Ridge team is so confident that you'll like it, they'll let you use it for 45 days, and if you don't love it, they'll give you a full refund. Now, if you're interested for yourself or for your significant other, you can get 10% off today with free worldwide shipping and returns by going to ridge.com/TagBackTV and use code TagBackTV when you check out, and I'll leave a link in the description below. Now, thankfully, sharks are incredibly easy to fish for. They are the only silhouette in the game that has a fin popping out. Now, unfortunately, there is no way to differentiate what kind of shark is what, so you're just going to have to fish and find out. Even the little baby stupid fish, that's basically the new sea bass, looks exactly the same as all of the others. So you're just going to have to fish for them and hope for the best. Let's see if we actually get something good out of this one. Oh, it feels like a nice, good vibration. Come on, baby. Hey, hammerhead shark. Not too bad. Now, the sucker fish, which you're going to catch the most of, is available all day, and it's worth 1,500 bells. The hammerhead shark is available from 4 p.m. to 9 a.m. and is worth 8,000 bells. The saw shark can also be caught between 4 p.m. and 9 a.m., but is worth 12,000 bells. The whale shark can be caught all day and is worth 13,000, and it's beautiful. And last but not least, Jaws himself, the great white shark, can be caught from 4 p.m. to 9 a.m. and is worth a whopping 15,000 bells. Now that does wrap it up for all of the sharks that you can catch in June. There is one other sea creature that you can catch, which is the ribbon eel. This is also available all day, and it does have a different silhouette, it looks basically just like an eel in the water, and sadly it's only worth 600 bells. There are 8 more new fish available in June, and all but 2 of these fish are worth 4,000 bells or more. This is extremely lucrative river and pond fishing. The worst of the new fish is the tilapia. It's a size 3 and it's only worth 800 bells. Next up is the piranha, a size 2 fish you can catch in rivers between 9 a.m. and 4 p.m. and 9 p.m. and 4 a.m. and it's valued at 2,500. Next is the saddled bashir, a size 4 fish you can catch in rivers between 9 p.m. and 4 a.m., and it's worth 4,000 bells. So now we've got the 2 new pond fish, which are both decently valued. We've got the giant snakehead, which you can catch in a pond between 9 a.m. and 4 p.m. It's size 5 and worth 5,500 bells. And then you've got the gar, which can be caught in the pond from 4 p.m. to 9 a.m., which is a size 6 and worth 6,000 bells. We're moving up to the arowana, a size 4 fish that you can catch in rivers between 4 p.m. and 9 a.m. It's worth 10,000, and you're going to catch these a lot. The arowana is going to make up the majority of your money that you make in the rivers this month, but you're also going to catch these quite often, which is the arapaima. You can catch it between 4 p.m. and 9 a.m. in rivers, and it is also worth 10,000, and I know I probably mispronounced these fish names. And now for the creme de la creme of the river world, the dorado. This fish is worth 15,000 bells, it's size 5, and you can catch it between 4 a.m. and 9 p.m. I have caught a ton of these already, and they're very easy to find. You can make a ton of money by fishing in rivers. So as you can see, there's a lot of really cool fish coming to Northern Hemispheres. It finally brings back good river fishing, we're getting sharks. Fishing is finally going to be exciting in Animal Crossing. It got really stale there for a while because all you would catch is sea bass and black bass. And then when you didn't catch those, you would catch a really cheap fish. But you have a very high probability of catching some really expensive fish right now, and this is going to last until September. From June till September, fishing is going to be on fire in Animal Crossing. You can make a ton of money. We fished for 3 hours yesterday. We got all of these that are on the ground, and then all of this in our inventory. We have 5 arowana in our inventory, and we've got 2 on the ground here. And I wasn't even targeting that fish shadow size the entire time because I was trying to catch all the other fish. We did end up catching every single fish that you can get. And so the arowanas are spawning a ton, especially if you are targeting that fish size, you can make a ton of money. These dorados are actually spawning a bunch as well. I had like such a huge issue catching the stringfish, but these dorados, I got 3 in my inventory and 4 down here, and I was only trying to fish for them for maybe 15 to 20 minutes, and then I just started accidentally catching them like all the time, and it was great fishing experience right now. Now there's a ton of data to get into, and I'm going to try and simplify it as much as possible, because I know you're probably wondering, well, what time is the best time to fish in Animal Crossing New Horizons? And I can tell you that very specifically. But I do want to let you know that if you catch all the river fish, you can make $90,880. That's the total value of fish available in June in the rivers. And then for the sea, we've got $84,900. And then for the pond, a total of $24,160. Now, if you were to fish at just any random time of the day, your average fish price for the river would be $3,786 and 67 bells. So not so great there. If your average for the sea is 4,245, and then your average for the pond is 2,196, which is not that great. But if you fish, say, between like 6 a.m. and 8 a.m., early bird catches the worm, as they say, then your best place to fish is going to be in the rivers, because the river average fish price goes all the way up to 5,803 bells, way beyond what you can catch in the sea or in the pond, and your average fish you're going to catch is just really, really good. If you're fishing in the sea, you're going to have to be constantly looking for the shark fins to really up your value, and the shark spawns significantly less than any other fish in the ocean, and that's really what's boosting the value of the ocean at the moment. So without even taking into consideration the lower spawn rates of the higher value fish in the ocean, you're still making way more in the river than you would in the ocean. So I highly recommend right now, if you're planning on making money from fishing, fish in the rivers, especially if you're using fish bait, because you can pretty much catch every single fish that you use bait on, and you're going to be able to make a decent amount of money, which is absolutely not the case in the ocean. So just to reiterate that, fish between about 6 a.m. and 8 a.m. if you can. That way you have an hour before the majority of the expensive fish despawn, which is going to be at 9 a.m. But regardless, just have fun with it. There's a lot of fish that you can catch. Pretty much any time you fish is going to be high value anyways if you're fishing in the sea and the river. But if you're trying to optimize, definitely fish around 6 a.m. to 8 a.m. And you'll be able to make, on average in the rivers, 5,800 bells, which is going to be the most you can make all year. But I do hope everybody enjoyed today's video. If you did, make sure to slap that like button like it owes you money. And I'll see you all in the next one.